Welcome students to online classes of mathematics for class 9. In this video we are going to study the chapter number 9, which is areas of parallelograms and triangle, and we will be looking at the exercise 9.2. This one is the session number 2 for this particular chapter. Myself Deepak Gautam, TGT Mathematics in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So let's start with our today's class. The chapter number 9, areas of parallelogram and the triangle, is divided into total 3 subtopics, out of which we have covered the first topic in the previous session. Okay, in this session we are going to look at the second one, which is the parallelograms on the same base and between the same parallel. Okay, so let's start. So let's first recall what we have already studied in the previous session, in the previous session we have studied that if A and B are two congruent figure, then the area of figure A will be equals to area of figure B. Okay, if we have two congruent figure, which can be either parallelogram, trapezium, rectangle or triangle or any other shape, if the two figure are congruent, then the area of the two has to be equal. Okay, we've also studied theorem 9.1, which says the parallelogram on the same base and between the same parallel are equal in area. That means if we have two parallelogram which are on the same base, then the area of the two parallelogram is equal. Okay, and we have also done the example number 2, which is if a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base and between the same parallel, then we have to prove that the area of the triangle is equal to the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so that means we studied that if a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base, then the area of triangle is equal to the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so these are the three things or the concept which we are going to use in the next exercise, which is exercise 9.2. okay, so let's start with the exercise 9.2. okay, so let's start the question number 1. Question number 1 here is, in figure 9.15 we have a parallelogram ABCD in which AE is perpendicular on DC. The side this AE is perpendicular on DC. Okay, also the CF is perpendicular on AD. This CF is perpendicular on AD. Okay, we are given that the measurement of the length of side AB is 16 centimeter. So this AB is given as 16 centimeter. We are given AE is 8 centimeter. This AE is 8 centimeter, and also we are given that CF is 10 centimeter. What we have to find here is we have to find the length of the side AD. Okay, so let's start its answer number 1. Okay, so what we are going to do is first we'll write what is given to us. Given here is a parallelogram ABCD, a parallelogram ABCD in which AE is perpendicular on DC and CF is perpendicular on DC. Okay, then we are given that also AB is equals to 16 centimeter, AE is equals to 8 centimeter, and CF is given as 10 centimeter. Okay, what we have to find here is we have to find the length of AD. Okay, let's start its solution. So first we are going to start with the parallelogram ABCD. We know that the area of parallelogram is given by the perpendicular into height. Okay, or you can say base into height, not the perpendicular into height. You can say perpendicular or the into base or base into height. Okay, so we'll write, as we know the area of parallelogram is given as base into height. Okay, so we can find the area of this parallelogram by taking two different sides as base and the perpendicular. Okay, first we are going to take this AE as the perpendicular and DC as the base. Okay, so we can write, therefore area of parallelogram ABCD, this can be calculated by taking base as DC and height as this AE. Okay, since this is a parallelogram and its one side AB is 16 centimeter, so its opposite side DC will also be 16 centimeter, right? So at the place of DC we are going to write 16 centimeter, and at the place of AC we'll write 8 centimeter. Okay, centimeter and centimeter will be centimeter square. Okay, so this 16 into 8 will give us 128 centimeter square. So the area of this parallelogram ABCD is 128 centimeter square. Okay, we can also calculate the area of the same parallelogram. Okay, right, also area of parallelogram ABCD will be equals to, now what we are going to do is we will take this CF as the perpendicular and AD as the base. Okay, so this base will be AD and the perpendicular, which is the height of the parallelogram, will be CF. Okay, we have to find the length of AD while we are given the length of CF as 10 centimeter. Okay, so we have to find the length of AD and we are given the length of CF, which is 10 centimeter, while we have already calculated the area of the parallelogram ABCD as 128 centimeter. So we are going to use that here, 128 centimeter square. So from here AD will be, this 10 will be shifted to the left hand side, so this will be 128 centimeter square divided by 10 centimeter. Okay, when we solve this we'll get this centimeter, we cancel the power of centimeter, and this 128 by 10 will give us 12.8 centimeter. Okay, so that's the answer for this question. The length of the side AD is 12.8 centimeter. Okay, so that's the answer of question number 1. Now moving to the next question, question number 2. It says if E, F, G and H are respectively the midpoint of the side of a parallelogram ABCD. So here we have a parallelogram. Let's draw a parallelogram roughly. Okay, this is a parallelogram. Let's name it A, B, C and D. Okay, then E, F, G and H are the respectively the midpoint of the side of parallelogram ABCD. So here we have E, F, G and H. Okay, we have to show that the area of EFGH is half the area of ABCD. That means first we have to join these point, then we have to prove that the area of this EFGH is half the area of parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so first let's draw its figure. This is the figure for this question. We have this parallelogram ABCD and EFGH are the midpoint of the sides of the parallelogram ABCD. We have to prove that the area of EFGH is half the area of ABCD. Okay, so first let's write the given part. Okay, let's start the answer number 2, in which we first write the given part. Given here is a parallelogram ABCD, in which E, F, G and H are the midpoints of its sides. Okay, so we got ABCD as another figure or a quadrilateral inside this parallelogram. Okay, what we have to prove here is we need to prove that the area of EFGH is equals to the half the area of ABCD. Okay, so let's start this proof. Okay, so first we are going to start with taking only the upper part of this figure, that is only this part. We'll start with taking H, F, C, D. Okay, we will take this parallelogram. In this parallelogram we have a triangle which is GHF, which are on the same base HF, and between the same parallel DC and HF. Okay, so we are going to start with this. We'll write the triangle is HGF and parallelogram parallelogram which is HDCF are on the same base, are on the same base here is HF, and lying between the same parallel and lying between the same parallel, those parallel lines are HF and DC. Therefore, okay, we have studied in the example number 2 that if a parallelogram and a triangle are on the same base and between the same parallel, then the area of triangle is equal to the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, therefore the area of the triangle HGF will be equals to half the area of parallelogram HDCF. Okay, reason for this is you can write the statement of the question or the example number 2, which is the parallelogram which are on the same base and between the same parallel. If a parallelogram and a triangle are on the same base and between the same parallel, then the area of triangle is equals to the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so let's name it equation number 1. Similarly, we'll write similarly what we have is now the triangle this triangle HEF and the parallelogram ABFH are on the same base HF and between the same parallel AB and HF. Okay, so we'll write similarly the triangle HEF and parallelogram now is ABFH are on the same base here is again HF and lying between the same parallel line here are HF and AB. Okay, again therefore using the statement of the example number 2, which says if a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base, then the area of triangle which is HEF will be equals to half the area of parallelogram which is ABFH. Okay, let's name it equation number 2. Reason for this one is again same, which is the statement of the example number 2. You will write that here. Okay, which is if a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base, then the area of triangle is equals to the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we will add the two equation on adding equation 1 and 2. So write on adding equation 1 and equation 2 on both sides we get, okay, we'll add the left hand side term to the left hand side term and right hand side term to the right hand side term. So on the left hand side we have area of triangle HGF plus area of triangle HEF. Okay, equals to, in equation 1 we have half the area of parallelogram HDCF plus half the area of parallelogram ABFH. Okay, so when you add these two you will get the parallelogram AEFGH. Okay, after adding these two you will get the area of parallelogram EFGH, and taking 1 by 2 common, that is taking half common, left with area of HDCF plus area of ABFH. Okay, again when you add these two you will get it as equals to area of parallelogram ABCD. Okay, that is the area of parallelogram EFGH is equals to the half the area of the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so this is what we are asked to prove here. Okay, so that's the answer of question number 2 of exercise 9.2. Okay, now moving to the next question. The question number 3 is P and Q are the 2 points lying on the side DC and AD respectively of a parallelogram ABCD, and we have to show that the area of ABB is equals to area of triangle BQC. Okay, so let's first draw its figure. So what we have here is we have a parallelogram ABCD, which is this one ABCD, and this ABCD we have point P and Q on the two sides DC and AD. On DC we have P and on AD we have Q. Okay, so we have joined this point to the side to form the triangle APB. So we have got a triangle APB and a triangle BQC. Okay, so we got the two triangles and we have to prove that the area of these two triangles is equal. Okay, so first we have to draw a parallelogram and name it ABCD on the side AB. So on the side CD we have point P and on side AD we have point Q. Okay, we have joined this point to form the two triangle APB and BQC. Okay, and we have to prove that the area of these two triangles is equal. Okay, so let's start this answer number 3. First we'll write the given part. Given here is a parallelogram ABCD, a parallelogram ABCD in which P and Q are the 2 points on the side DC and AD respectively. Okay, and we have to prove that the area of triangle APB is equals to area of triangle BQC. Okay, we have to prove that the area of these two triangles is equal. So let's start its proof. This is very simple. We are going to use the statement of the example number 2, okay, in the respective triangle in the this parallelogram, and we'll prove that the area of the each triangle is equals to the half the area of this parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so we'll write since the triangle first let's take APB and parallelogram ABCD are on the same base. Same base for APB and ABCD is AB, and lying between the same parallel, those parallel lines here are DC and AB. Okay, therefore the area of triangle APB will be equals to half the area of the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, let's name it equation number 1, and the reason for this one is you can write the statement of the example number 2, which is the parallelogram and if a parallelogram and a triangle are on the same base and between the same parallel, then the area of triangle is equals to the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, then we'll write similarly now we'll take the second triangle, which is BQC. Okay, triangle BQC and parallelogram ABCD are on the same base. Now the same base for the two is this side BC. Okay, same base here is BC, and between the same parallel lines here are AD and BC. AD and BC. Therefore, the area of triangle BQC will be equals to half the area of ABCD. Okay, now let's name this equation number 2. Again, the reason for this one is same, which is the statement of the example number 2, which is if a triangle and a parallelogram are on the same base and between the same parallel, then the area of triangle is equals to half the area of parallelogram. Okay, now by comparing equation in 2, you will get the area of ABP, area of triangle APB is half the area of ABCD, and similarly area of triangle BQC is half the area of ABCD. Okay, so area of both the triangle is equals to the half the area of ABCD. Okay, so therefore the two has to be equal. Okay, so we'll write on comparing equation 1 and 2, we get what we get is area of triangle, first triangle is APB, is equals to area of triangle BQC, and this is what we have to prove. Okay, this is the proof of the question number 3 of exercise 9.2. Now moving ahead to the next question, we have question number 4. This is in figure 9.16, P is a point in the interior of a parallelogram ABCD. So we have this parallelogram ABCD and there is a point P which is in the interior of the parallelogram ABCD. We have to prove two things here. First is that the area of triangle APB plus triangle PCD, APB is this one and PCD is this one, that we have to prove that the area of these two triangles, the sum of the area of these two triangles is equals to half the area of triangle or parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so let's start its proof. We'll write the answer number 4. First we'll mention the given portion under the heading given. So given here is a parallelogram ABCD, a parallelogram ABCD in which P is a point in its interior. Okay, a parallelogram ABCD in which P is a point in its interior. This is what we is given to us. Okay, to prove here is we have to prove two things. First one is that the area of the triangle APB plus area of triangle PCD is equals to half the area of parallelogram ABCD. Okay, and we have to prove also that area of APD plus area of PBC is equals to area of APB plus area of ACD. Okay, you can see that this part is, these two parts are same. Okay, so we have to prove these two things. So we will first start with the construction. Let's do a small construction here. That is, what we are going to do is we'll draw a line passing through point P and parallel to DC and AB. Okay, same in similar way we'll draw a line from here passing through P which will be parallel to AD and BC. Okay, this is the construction. So let's write this. Draw let's name it E, F, G and H. Okay, So what we are going to do is first we'll draw EF parallel to AD and GH, this is H, GH parallel to AB. Okay, what we have done is we have done a construction. We have drawn this EF which is parallel to AD and GH is parallel to AB. Okay, so let's start its proof now. Proof of part 1. Okay, now in this one we are taking this line GH. Okay, so in this upper part we have a triangle APB, this one, and a parallelogram ABHG, okay, which are on the same base AB and between the same parallel AB and GH. So we'll write the triangle here is APB and parallelogram here is ABHG. okay, parallelogram here is ABHG are on the same base. Same base here is AB. okay, and between the same parallel parallel here are AB and GH. AB and GH, therefore the area of triangle APB is equals to half the area of the parallelogram ABHG. okay, let's name it equation number 1, and the reason for this one is again the statement of example number 2, which says a parallelogram and triangle, if they are on the same base and between the same parallel, then the area of triangle is equals to half the area of parallelogram. okay, similarly now we'll take this bottom triangle which is PCD. okay, similarly triangle PCD and parallelogram, this time the parallelogram is DCHG. DCHG are on the same base. This time the common base here is DC, and between the same parallel DC and GHG. okay, so every time you have to mention the name of the triangle and the parallelogram and their common base and the parallel lines. okay, so therefore the area of the triangle which is PCD will be equals to half the area of the parallelogram DCHG. okay, now let's name it equation number 2. Reason for this one is again this statement of example number 2. okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to add the two equation. okay, on adding equation 1 and equation 2 we get, okay, we will add the left hand side term to the left hand side and right hand side term to the right hand side. okay, so we have on the left hand side we have area of APB plus area of triangle PCD. On the right hand side we'll have half area of HG plus half the area of second parallelogram is DCHG. okay, so keeping this left hand side term as it is, we have half the area of APB plus area of PCD equals to, taking half common, what remains is area of parallelogram ABHD and DCHD. So when you add the two, we'll get it as half the area of parallelogram ABCD. Okay, after adding these two, okay, we will get it as the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, that's the proof of the part 1 of this question. This is what we are asked to prove in the part 1. Okay, now let's come to the second part, which is proof second. So in similar way, what we are going to do is, this time we will take this EF, okay, and we'll prove that the area of this triangle is the half the area of parallelogram AEFD, and the area of parallelogram this PBC is equals to half the area of BEFC. Okay, so we are going to do the second part now. Let's start. The triangle, first triangle is APD. Okay, fourth is triangle APD and the parallelogram AEFD and parallelogram AEFD. Triangle APD and parallelogram AEFD are on the same base. Same base here is AD, and between the same parallel lines here are AD and EF. Therefore, the area of triangle APD will be equals to half the area of the parallelogram AEFD. Okay, let's name it equation number 3. Region is again same, the statement of the theorem. Sorry, example 2, which is when the triangle and parallelogram are the same base and within the same parallel, the area of triangle is the half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so we'll write similarly. Second triangle now here is PBC. Okay, second triangle is PBC, that is similarly triangle PBC and parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram is BEFC are on the same base. Same base here is now BC, and between the same parallel the standard parallel lines are BC and EF. Therefore, the area of triangle PBC will be equals to half the area of parallelogram BEFC. Now let's name it equation number 4, and reason is again same, which is the statement of theorem. Sorry, example 2. Okay, now on adding equation 2 and 3 we'll get, on adding equation 3 and equation 4 we get, okay, what we get is area of triangle, first triangle here is APD and plus area of triangle PBC will be equals to half the area of the parallelogram AEFD plus half the area of the parallelogram BEFC. Okay, so I'm keeping this left hand side term as it is, area of APD plus area of triangle PBC, okay, On this side we'll have taking half common. When you add these two, you will get it as area of parallelogram A, B, C and D. Okay, so this is the that area of triangle APD plus area of PBC is equal to half the area of ABCD. Okay, now what you have to notice here is the sum of the area of these two triangles is equal to the half the area of ABCD. In similar way, the sum of the area of these two triangles is equal to the half the area of triangle ABCD. Okay, so if we name this equation as, let's name this equation as 5 and this one as 6. Okay, so now we can write from equation 5 and 6 we get, from equation 5 and 6 we, the area of APB, triangle APB plus area of triangle PCD will be equals to the area of triangle this of 5 equation 6, that is APD plus area of triangle PBC. Okay, this is what we are asked to prove in the part second of question number 4 of exercise 9.2. okay, so we have proved both the part of the question number 4. okay, so now let's move to the next question, which is question number 5. This is in figure 9.17, PQRS and ABRS are parallelogram and X is at any point on BR. So we have two parallelogram, which is PQRS and ABRS, and there is point X, okay, which is here on the side BR. We have to show that the area of PQRS and ABRS are equal, and second part we have to prove that area of AXS is equals to half the area of PQRS. okay, so let's start its proof. That's answer number 5. First you write the given portion. okay, given here is two parallelogram PQRS and ABRS. Given is two parallelogram. First is PQRS and ABRS. okay, and X is a point on side BR. okay, we have to prove here two things. To prove is, in first we have to prove that the area of PQRS of PQRS is equals to area of ABRS. okay, and in second we have to prove that the area of triangle AXS is equals to half the area of parallelogram PQRS. okay, now let's start its proof of part 1. okay, so in this figure the parallelogram PQRS and ABRS are on the same base as SR and between the same parallel PB and SR. Therefore the area of these two parallelogram has to be equal by theorem 9.1. okay, so we'll directly write, since the parallelograms PQRS and ABRS are on the same base. Same base here is SR, and between the same parallel lines here are PB and SR. Therefore the area of parallelogram PQRS will be equals to area of parallelogram ABRS. Okay, this is by theorem 9.1. You can write the statement of theorem 9.1 here, which is parallelograms which are on the same base and between the same parallel are equal in area. So directly you applying the theorem 9.1, the area of the two parallelogram will be equal. Okay, now let's come to the proof of part second, which is you have to prove that the area of triangle AXS and the is equals to half the area of PQRS. Okay, so now we are going to start with the parallelogram ABRS and triangle AXS. You will see that in this figure what we have is we have a parallelogram ABRS, which is this one, and in the same parallelogram we have a triangle, this AXS. For both the figure there is a common base, which is AS. Okay, so we have a common base here, AS, and their line between the same parallel line, which is AS and PR. Therefore the area of triangle will be equals to half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so we'll write, since the triangle AXS and parallelogram is ABRS are on the same base. Same base here is AS, and between the same parallel line here are AS and PR. Therefore the area of triangle AXS will be equals to half the area of parallelogram ABRS. Okay, let's name this previous equation as equation number 1 and this one as equation number 2. Okay, reason for this one is example 2. Okay, the area of a triangle and a parallelogram when they are on the same base and between the same parallel, the area of triangle will be half the area of parallelogram. Okay, so now you will see that in this equation number 1 and 2, the area of PQRS is equals to area of ABRS. Similarly here we got the area of AXS is equals to half the area of ABRS. Okay, so what we are going to do is we'll replace this ABRS by PQRS, because the equation in equation 2 we have ABRS equals to PQRS. Okay, so we'll write using equation 1 in equation 2, using equation 1 in equation 2, we get what we get here is that the area of triangle AXS will be equals to half the area. At the place of this ABRS we can write PQRS, because we have proved that in equation 1 that ABRS and PQRS are equal, and this is what we are asked to prove in the part second of question number 5. Okay, now moving to the next question, which is question number 6. It says a farmer was having a field in the form of parallelogram. So there is a farmer whose field is in the form of a parallelogram. She took any point A, RS, and joined it to the point P and Q. Okay, so she had a parallelogram shaped field. Let's draw a figure P, Q, R, and S. Okay, she took a point A on RS, SR or RS, you can say. Let's take that here, A. Okay, and join it to P and Q. In how many parts the field is divided? What are the shape of these parts? And the farmer want to show wheat and pulses in equal portion of the field separately. How she would do it? Okay, so let's draw its figure first. This is the figure for this question. She had a field in the shape of parallelogram PQRS, and she has took a point A on the side SR and join it to PQ. Okay, so she got a figure like this. So first question you are asked is, in how many parts the field is divided? So answer for this one is 1, 2 and 3. So the total parts here are 3. Okay, next is, what are the shape of this part? You can see that each part is in the shape of a triangle. Okay, next is, the farmer wants to show wheat and pulses in equal portion of the field separately. How she should do it? So let's write its answer. The first question is, how many parts the field is divided? So we'll write clearly the parallelogram PQRS is divided into 3 parts. Okay, further you are asked to write what are the shape of this triangle. Okay, all right, and the shape of each part is triangular. Okay, further you are asked, the farmer wants to show the wheat and the pulse in the equal portion of the field separately. How should she do it? Okay, for this what we're going to do is, we'll apply the statement of the example number 2, which is, we'll write, since the triangle APQ and parallelogram PQRS are on the same base, here is PQ, and between the same parallel lines here are PQ and RS. Therefore the area of triangle APQ will be equals to half the area of the parallelogram PQR and S. Okay, so what we got is, the area of the triangle APQ is half the area of parallelogram APQRS. Okay, now you can notice here that if the area of this triangle APQ is half the area of PQRS, which means the area of this triangle is half the area of this and complete parallelogram. Therefore, if this is the half, then the sum of these two triangles will also be the other half of the parallelogram. That means the sum of 1 and 3 will be equals to the triangle 2. Okay, so we'll write, hence the sum of the triangle which are APS will be equals to the triangle AQR plus area of triangle AQR will be equals to the area of triangle APQ. Okay, as this triangle is half of the parallelogram, therefore the remaining two will be the other half of the parallelogram. Okay, that means the area of this triangle APQ will be equals to the sum of the area of other two triangle. Okay, so the farmer can show the wheat in these two triangle and then pulse in this one, or she can show pulse in these two triangle and wheat in this one. Okay, so all right, so the farmer can show the wheat in triangles which are APS and AQS and pulse in triangle APQ. Okay, or pulses in triangles APS and AQR and beat in triangle APQ. Okay, so she can either show pulse in these two triangles and beat in this one, or she can also show beat in these two and pulse in this one. Okay, so it's up to her, as the sum of the area of these two triangles is equals to the area of this third triangle. Okay, so that's the answer of the question number 6 of exercise 9.2. With this we have finished all the 6 questions of this exercise. So now you have to practice all this question multiple times so that you will understand these questions better. Okay, so that's all for now. Thanks for joining.